Hey, I just wanted to do a quick video, very quick video, improvised, no script, no nothing. Because I've been getting a lot of questions regarding AI, right? And there's been a lot of conversation about AI and the future of making music in AI, and with these models that can generate any type of music, like with a simple prompt, and then the good quality of the, let's say, in quotes, the good quality of the AI, right? And and we also are seeing a lot of videos online and YouTube talking about this. And as a creative person, not only a musician but also a creative person, if you don't know, I work in advertising. I'm a creative director. So as a creative person of 20 years in the space, ever since AI came up to be, what it is today, I've been receiving these type of questions like, how do you see the future? How do you see things happening? Especially me, like I focus on the digital side of advertising. That's where I grew because I was first a developer, a web developer, and web designer, animator, and Flash back in the day. So I made a career of mainly with this digital side of advertising expertise. So AI, naturally, most people at the agency um, that are more focused on traditional advertising like TV, radio, print, out of homes, and that sort of stuff, and not the internet and digital, come to me and ask for my point of view, my advice, whatever. And over the years now, because it's been a couple years, I think, at least 3 years. I think I started using Midjourney 3 years ago. But throughout the years now, I've come to one conclusion, right? This conclusion also is, how can I say this? May change, I guess. My opinion, very quickly, to be honest, because the speed in which things are moving, it's very scary in that sense. But one of the things that I've been thinking is that, and this is not something new. This is not something that I came up with, but the worst version of AI is the worst version of AI that we're going to experience is the one that we are using today, because it will only get better, it would only be faster, and it will only, take more and more prominence, let's say. However, based on the experience that I have using it, and throughout the years, I've come to this conclusion, and it is that if me as a creative, if I as a creative think that I'm gonna be replaced as an AI, it must be because I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think of myself as a good creative. I don't think of myself as good enough to beat AI. And the reason why I say this is nothing new and nothing unknown. It's because AI is trained with information, with data of things that have already been made. And this is no different in the music space, right? So AI will be trained, a model will be trained with existing music, with existing soundtracks, with existing everything. And that's the data and information that AI will utilize to create new things. So will it create a new song that's never been heard before? Technically, yes. Will it create something completely new out of the box with a style and a, you know, originality, and uniqueness that probably a video game needs? Thus far, it's not capable of doing that. Is it convenient for, maybe smaller developers that can't, or a solo developer, let's say a solo developer who's not a musician, who doesn't have the resources to hire a musician like myself or like any of you if you are musicians, or a composer? just for their game. Maybe AI could help them generate not a unique soundtrack, not an outstanding soundtrack, but something that works for their game, right? And maybe that's enough for them. But for that type of projects, if you will, I'm not judging negatively in that sense, but for those projects that do have um the resources and that really need that uniqueness, that originality, that that track, that what you want to call it, that theme, for example, that stands out and makes it part of the brand of their either existing franchise or new IP. AI most likely and thus far is not going to be capable of doing that. So the reason why I don't think I don't my job isn't in making music. I just create content here. Have an attempt. I'm doing an attempt on being a music content creator. So I'm not even that. But those people who are musicians, who are composers, or who already started a career, or are looking forward, or in university, going for studying music to be composers. That's what I would say. Like, if you're really afraid of AI, it's because it's probably because you're not confident in your capabilities, as a musician, as a composer. So instead of focusing on that, then I will focus on that confidence and getting that confidence, or getting across the line in the sense of, being better, being the best I can be, putting everything I have into the work that I'm doing. Um, I will focus more on that, because if you do that, I don't think AI is gonna be replacing you. And I truly believe, I mean, at least if I were a director from a video game studio, or even in advertising where my job is, like, if I'm looking for original, for a very unique sound, a very unique theme, a very unique track for my campaign spot or whatever I'm working on, I would want to find a talent that will give me that will give me the extra mile, something unique, something original, is something that AI isn't capable of doing, which is all of that, right? AI isn't capable of being Inspired. AI isn't capable of being original. AI isn't capable of being unique. It might help inspiration. It might help, like, for example, when I hear all these, when I see all these videos talking about AI and how people are using AI and blah blah blah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's, I don't know. I mean, some people might use it in different ways. The way that I use it, I, again, when I hear these people, it's like they make. How can I say this? It's like a judgment, a unique judgment that they build around the use of AI that isn't necessarily how everyone is using it. Like, for example, if I see people, it might feel like if I see people making copywriting, writing stuff using AI, or trying to solve problems with AI, even relationships with AI. I think that's wrong. That's wrong. However, some people are seeing that happening and are just judging everyone by that. Everyone who uses AI are judging it by that filter, and I don't think that's appropriate. I think that's not the. It's true, but it's not the complete truth. I think that AI can be a great tool, and for me, it's a great tool for research. Like, instead of googling, I I ask AI. I ask ChatGPT or Gemini for the answers, And some might say, well, AI, I saw a video, I think it was like this video game writer, Alana Pierce, I think, and she's saying that AI lies. Well, people lie too. Like I can't count with one hand. I mean, there's been a lot of times where I found information googling stuff that is wrong in the news, everywhere, and it's not, let's not say that people lie. It's that not everything you find through other means are correct. So I think there's a truth there, but it's not the complete truth. It's what I mean. It's a very much complex thing, and I would like it to be seen as a case by case, on a case by case basis, instead of just generalizing in that sense. So I think AI can be a great tool for research, for inspiration. Like, what if I go to one of these platforms? I'm not gonna mention anyone, but for music, let's say I go one platform and start typing things like, I'm thinking this and that, what can you give me? And then it generates a track, and maybe that track gives me a combination of styles that I can then go into my DAW and explore my own composition inspired by that. I think that's a decent way to use the tool, and not necessarily, just using the music that AI generates for me. And I think it's fair. I think it's all that to say that I'm not making this video to in that tone. Like, I'm not judging AI in that sense. I think it's a great tool and it's gonna help us. It's just how we use it. And instead of blaming the system, I think if we misuse it, it's on us. It's not necessarily on the system. So, yeah, I just wanted to let you share my thoughts uh so far. I mean, there's much more. This is a very complex topic. I mean, for me, every single topic is very complex because I really like to dissect um everything, and try to be as objective as possible, but also emphasize as much as possible with many different cases, which I don't know what I don't know. So I think it's very easy to come to very narrow conclusions. But in my opinion, in my case, in terms of music, which is what I've been receiving, and creativity in general, it's like, okay, what do you think about AI replacing you as an artist, as a creative? My conclusion thus far, October 16, 2025, is that if I were to be afraid that AI is capable of replacing me as a creative, it's because I don't think of myself. I don't think I'm good enough myself. So I would, if I were in that position, then what I would do is focus on being better, doing the best work I can, put in my 150%, and, you know, getting confident and ultimately beating AI. So that's all I got. Thank you for watching. Follow, if anything. I'll be posting some videos. If you want to see some of my composition videos, I'll leave some links at the end of this video. I'll be also posting a new video soon, about connected to a popular game. Not gonna spoil it, but it's something related to Silksong. But anyways, hit the like button if you like this video. Hit the dislike if you don't like. What do you think about this whole AI conversation? Rick Beato is making a lot of videos on it, which are very interesting. Go to the comments. Let me know what you think. Share. Let's start the conversation. Let's start sharing our point of views. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. I'm so bad at closing videos.